a bowl of chowder, a folded scrap of paper, and one instruction that could get its writer sent outside to clean. The Season 3 premiere of Silo ends with its hero burning the first honest thing anyone has handed her in 3 months. Because the woman who walked over the hill, who saw the other silos, who learned what is really outside, remembers none of it. Someone reached into the mayor's head and stole the most dangerous knowledge in the silo. So let's answer the only question that matters. Who took Juliette's memory? 3 months after the fall of Bernard Holland, the silo has a new mayor, and she is the emptiest person in it. Juliette Nichols survived a cleaning, crossed the wasteland, and came home a legend, but the woman wearing the mayor's title cannot recognize her own face in the mirror. The episode is called Who Are You? And it means that title literally. Everyone insists she is a hero, and she has to take their word for it because her own history now belongs to other people. Camille Sims runs her recovery like a full-time job, all breathing exercises, gentle reassurance, and a steady supply of little pills she calls vitamins. Every session lands the same message. You are the reason the silo is at peace, so there is no need to go digging for anything else. It looks like devotion, and that is exactly what makes it so unsettling. A caretaker who curates which memories you get back is not healing you, she is editing you. Then there is the other half of that household, and he is not even pretending to be gentle. Robert Sims, now the silo's judge, corners the mayor he supposedly serves and reminds her that she once held his family at gunpoint. He walks her through Bernard Holland's death in cold detail, then delivers the real message. Whatever you knew, whoever you were, you are alone now. In public, the same people stage a coronation, swearing Juliette in before a cheering cafeteria crowd as the living symbol of the silo's fragile peace. But the department reports behind that celebration tell the truth. A tunnel has collapsed in the mines, the head of mines is openly questioning the pact, supply is down to rationing, and Sheriff Billings is still hunting fugitives. This piece is held together by exactly one thing: a mayor too hollowed out to ask questions, which means somebody needs her to stay that way. The cracks start with an act of sabotage. Masked outsiders raid the IT department and hang a banner over the screens. This is the truth, the display is a lie. And Juliette's mind does something the pills are supposed to make impossible. She sees green. Flashes of a living, vibrant world crash against the gray wasteland on every display, and she no longer knows which picture to trust. Now watch what Camille does next, because it is the most important scene of the premiere. She does not call a doctor, and she does not tell her husband. She consults a faceless authority called the algorithm, admits that the mayor's memories are surfacing, and the answer comes back with machine certainty: double her dose. That changes the entire question. Because Camille's not the warden of this prison, she is just the nurse executing someone else's protocol. To understand who wrote that protocol, the premiere keeps cutting away to a world that still has an open sky. Generations before the silos, Congressman Daniel Keene spends his political capital to get a seat on a committee overseeing the response to a dirty bomb, a retaliatory strike aimed at Iran. His sister Charlotte is one of the pilots flying that night. At altitude, her squadron systems start failing in ways nobody can explain, and Daniel watches his sister fall out of the sky. She survives, and that is when the episode shows its hand. When Daniel finally reaches Charlotte at the Heidi Stenson clinic, the official diagnosis is a traumatic brain injury, but her eyes tell a different story. She is calm, polite, and completely blank, a stranger wearing his sister's face, exactly like the mayor in the mirror centuries later. The show never says Charlotte's memory was taken, but it rhymes these two women so precisely that the implication is deafening. And readers of Hugh Howey's Shift, the book this season draws from, know forgetting is never a side effect in this story. The people who run the silos keep their own workers chemically subdued so the past cannot hurt them. If the show is following that blueprint, memory suppression is not a treatment that went wrong. It is the founder's oldest tool, and Juliette is only its newest subject. So, who took Juliette's memory? The hands belong to Camille, one vitamin at a time, served with dinner and a smile. The orders come from the algorithm, a system with no face left to blame. And the design is older than either of them, drawn by whoever decided the only safe citizen is one who cannot remember. That is what makes the final scene the perfect answer. A cafeteria worker named Tony delivers her chowder, and hidden under the bowl is a handwritten note. Leave the bowl upside down as a signal. Be in the marketplace at 2 in the morning and learn the truth. Juliette reads it, and then she burns it. Not out of fear, out of tradecraft, because a woman who destroys the evidence is a woman who has already decided to go. The pills can blur what she knew, but they cannot touch what she is, and in that small flame, the old Juliette flickers back to life. The real cliffhanger is not whether Juliette gets her memories back, it is who is waiting in that marketplace at 2 in the morning, and whether they are a rescue or another leash. Someone inside the silo can reach the mayor's dinner tray, which means either the truth still has friends down there, or something is baiting her into the open. The founders built a machine to erase the past, but the past keeps arriving anyway, one contraband note at a time. So tell me who you blame for the theft of Juliette's mind, the dead architects who designed the protocol, or the living hands that keep filling the prescription? Make sure to subscribe now so you are ready for my breakdown of the next episode as soon as it drops. Drop your verdict in the comments. Is the 2 a.m. marketplace meeting a rescue or a trap?